Welcome to George Coll Fine Art. Here, the viewer is encouraged to get outside and paint from life. George's job is to provide the tools to solve the many technical challenges faced in rendering landscape paintings. View the library of landscape paintings offered and become a subscriber. You can also purchase tutorial videos, plus original tutorial and studio paintings. Thank you, and if you like what you see, click the subscribe button and join in on the fun. Welcome to George Coll Fine Art. Here, the viewer is encouraged to get outside and paint from life. George's job is to provide the tools to solve the many technical challenges faced in rendering landscape paintings. View the library of landscape paintings offered and become a subscriber. You can also purchase tutorial videos, plus original tutorial and studio paintings. Thank you, and if you like what you see, click the subscribe button and join in on the fun.
Hello, I'm George Coll. Welcome to part 3 of the drop-off, this guy right here. And today was detail day, so we used mostly a lot of small brushes and worked in the upper right-hand corner, mostly, but you know, I worked the whole part of the canvas also. So this part 3 being detail, I went through step by step of how I approached it and why I did what I did using the brushes I used. So I showed you my mixtures from my overhead, I told you the brushes I had, and kind of went through step by step, 1, 2, 3. You can do this too, and have this same painting. All right, get outside and paint. Paint with your friends, get critiques, and keep painting. Don't be intimidated by a white canvas. All right, let's get painting. All right, bye-bye. Hello, and welcome to part 3 of the drop-off. So today, let's finish this painting, okay? So, what I do is come in here and take a new fresh look at what we did. And we spent a lot of time down here yesterday working on rushing water, and that really took up most of the class. So, what I asked you to do is try to get some color up in here. And I don't know, I tried some, I showed at the end of class, I did some pine tree looking things in there, but I don't know if it's that great, so I'll take a look at it. But today we're going to work up in this area here with rock and background here, so it recedes. Alright, so that's today's challenge, and I'm excited to get going on this thing. Been looking at it this morning like, hey, this is looking pretty good, at least down here. All right, so let's think about Mr. Rock. So I think what I want to do is get some of these little cracks and things in the rock. So I'm going to start with some transparent oxide red, a little bit of cobalt, and I'm going to throw a little light gray in here. And a little bit of blue ultra. And then on one side I'm going to put a lot of blue ultra and some alizarin. So I have a really dark and a medium brown. So what I'll start with is the brown, and I'm going to get a number 2 rigger, and I'm going to do some little bit of work here with the side of it and the end of it. Some good darks right in here. I think I'm going to go more on the dark side here and slide this over here. I'm doing that because that's what I see in the reference. These are kind of undercolors. And then some good darks on the bottom, I guess. Dark, really dark on the bottom. Really dark on the bottom. There's some real good darks coming up from here. And a real good dark coming off from on here, I think. And little darks. More little darks. And I see some good darks coming up from here. So I have the rigger. I might as well use this. I think these are just trees coming up here that are, we'll just call them verticals. Well, that's not doing a very good job. Let's retire the rigger. Trying to clean these riggers. Because there's so few hairs on them, and if you screw that up, they're really hard to clean. So, now with that, I want to see if I got some good foundation there. And I think I do. Okay. So now let me get these darks to one side. Man, my mixing area is getting smaller and smaller, and I really need to clean this thing. This palette is starting to control me. All right, so let's make some lighter color. So let's go with some maples. And some white. Don't think that's doing the trick. I'm going to get some Gamblin Portland Warm Gray. Gamblin Portland Warm Gray. Try some of this here. It certainly says light, but it needs a little green in it. Permanent green. Whoa! Saved it! I better secure my painting before that happens again. Well, you get to see all the excitement of painting without paying attention. Secure your canvas. I think I need more green. A little bit more white. A little bit more white. A little bit of warm gray. Oh, that's a pretty color. There we go. That did it. If you're patient, it will come. And I'm about out. So, let's get a little bit more of this You see I put it on with a knife and that works pretty good. And I'm going to make this a little lighter. A little greener, a little lighter, and I'm going to put that right up on this angle here. Just to get the light. And I think I'll get some in here. Now those are a little too extreme, but I think the base color is just fine. So I will use these as my starters. Let me go back and look at that. Oh, come on, that is just wonderful. All right, let's go back with our brushwork now. And I'm going to go back with a rigger number 3, 279, rosemary. So I'm going into my Portland warm gray, and I'm going to get some more green in Portland warm gray. So this is a little darker. A little darker, a little bit more Portland. I got to put some more out, thank you. And I need a little bit more brown, so let me just get a little bit more transparent oxide red, or transparent oxide brown, whatever you have handy there. And you want to be going in here and getting a few little odd guys here. I want to just try to get some of this dark stuff up in here that looks like shadow of some sort. And let's go back to our warm colors, our warm grays, and put those in. Now let's go on the light side, light, more green, more white, and I think we need some down in here. And here. I'm going to do some more warms in places where I just kind of take a look at where things are on the reference and do my best at putting them in. Don't think I've done this shadow up here justice. I'm going to add more blue, more of that dark color we had down here below. And let me see what I can do here. And then we need some dark darks in here. Oop, had it and lost it. There it is. Ding. Okay. More green on this side. And a little bit of gold in here. A little bit of yellow ochre gold. And gold here, here, and here. Back to the darks. And here. And here. There's some crazy green grass growing in here of some sort, or right in one of these crags, so I'll put it, I think I'll put them right in here actually. And I'll put some right in here. Some really good dark blues. I'm going to get some cobalt right in some of these guys here and here. And retracing some of the darks that I lost, the cracks. Come on. I'm not even looking at the clock. I'm so involved in this. All right, back to getting some of the lighter colors back on here and here. And let me get back and see if I'm keeping everything balanced in that rock. That's looking pretty good. I think the one side of this dark has to be softened, or this dark. And I've got a dark line I need to get rid of right there. Since I've got some of this nice greeny color here, I'm going to put a light version of it over here on this rock, just to add some light up in here and here. Up. Let's screw things up. Let me get some yellow ochre in there, some gold. Gold, green. A little bit of ultra, not much. You see, I do a lot of mixing. Calm it down. More yellow ochre, please. I think I'm getting down to it. There we go. And I'm going to add more green to this mixture now. And go back in with my green, more green. More green. There we go. And let's go back and get some darks in that rock. And I think I need a dark up in here. All right, go even darker now. And Mr. Rock. There we go. I think we're pretty much coming down to home plate. Nope, darker. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Boom, boom. Let me look. Need a darker dark right in here. I'm looking at the reference. So I'm getting some ultra blue and some brown and a little bit of iridium. That is a dark mixture. And I'm going to put some over here. And in here. Real honkin' dark. Okay. I got to get a little bit more brown in there. Come on. When you got to make a dark, get a little red, a little blue, a little brown. And there you go. Okay, let me see. Looks like a big honkin' rock. Let me soften this right in here. Okay, we got our dark. Let me use a little of this right in here. Love these really nice dark rocks. And maybe a little bit right in here to give it some character. And some dark. I'm going to put some light on the top of this rock right in here. Made that up. All right, let's get over into here and check my time. 9 minutes, we're doing good. Whew. Stressing out there. So, let's get some darks and some nice subtle warms. So that would be Naples and white and more white. And let's get this light stuff coming through the trees. I'm going to change my rag. Getting too goopy. And let's get some really good lights up in here and here. And we got some neat little greens in here, so we'll sparkle those in. And there's a waterfall here, but we also have some green coming down, so I'm going to get the white in here. And now I've got to sprinkle some dark green over the top of it. So green, green, and we will get a little bit more blue in there to darken it down, and we will start getting green on both sides. And show that these things are kind of all related up there. And I'll put some of this squeaky fun green over on this side too. All right, how am I doing? Okay. I need some, let's go to the dark side now. Blue, brown, red. And we do need some darks in here that are really dark. Let's have some edges on it. And they come right down to connect our darks right in here. So we're going to have to do a little bit more waterfall work right in here. And we need a nice dark on the edge of this rock here. Dark, dark. And I think I need to get Mr. Dark Rock here out more. And I think I need a light on the top of him. So let me get a light on top of Mr. Rock. There. And back to waterfall here. Okay. And a few more lights here and here. And the landing zone will be really bright right here, here, and then scrub down. Boom. I think I need some browns. So I'm using yellow ochre gold right here. I think I really need to spread some more of that over in some areas here and here. It's kind of like water going over a rock that's very shallow with water coming over it, and putting some water, feeling of water going over it. And so I use gold, ochre gold, and a little bit of green. And now it's time to say, whew, we've covered a lot of really important points here. Up in here we worked a little bit, mostly right up in this area. I still have some crappy looking trees here, so let me lose those and reformulate those guys. And I'm going to get some more green here and here and here. Now I'll put some verticals in after I clean my brush. I'm just hoping that dinger doesn't scare the heck out of me when it dings. So let's get some darks in here. So I've got a bead of darks. Well, maybe not. Let's get a bead of dark. There's a bead, a very small bead on here. And let's get you out of the way. And well, that was not very good at all. Not good. That's better. And this is even better. That's good. Let me try downstrokes instead. Come on, get some darks in here. I don't know if I'm helping or hindering this, but I'm going to be persistent. Let's go back and find a good rigger. And this guy is really, really thin. Let's see if we can get some mileage out of him. Let's see. Oh, perfect. That's what we're waiting for. And I think we have some over here. And here. And here. I see some gray also. I'm going to get some of this warm gray and put that in various places here. And flush that tree out a little bit. Okay, more of this. These are the little details that help tell a story. Oh, darn it. Okay, Verdine. Thank you so much for coming by for part 3. Let me turn this guy off. And good, I think it's dead. And we'll call this done. I had so much fun with this painting. Look at it, it's just beautiful. See how these things tie in? That little bit we did back there, I think really enhanced the painting. All right, I better shut up. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.